Hi. A few years ago, 2 years ago, I developed a routine for doing three things, working on upper body, abs, and stretching in a reasonably short period of time. And what I tend to do is do it in the morning, and it only takes about 20 minutes. It involves a set of push-ups, and then a series of ab routines, then another set of push-ups, and then the stretching, and then end with push-ups. You can modify this. It's not easy, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the routine that I do. And if you want to follow along, that's great. And I'll talk about each thing that I'm doing. I do have a timer on my wrist. That seems to be helpful. That helps with the intervals of the abs and the stretching. And I have a weight that's going to help with the abs too. This is at 10 pounds. You don't need 10 pounds. You could have no weights at all. You could have a 2.5 maybe pounds. You could use a water bottle, but you don't have to use anything either. I'm not a trainer, and I'm quite certain that many of my forms are not excellent, but they're okay. I've basically been working out on my own for 45 years. No, 1987, what's that? 35 years. Doesn't matter. So, I'm going to begin and just follow along. And then if you like this, you can skip all this talking that I do at the beginning and just go to this point and start at the beginning. So, here we are in beautiful Florida. I couldn't resist creating this video with this backdrop. It's incredible. So, here we go. So first, I begin with 30 push-ups. Of course, you know how you can modify. Good. This is a good stretch to do after the push-ups. Just stretches out the upper shoulders a little bit. So now we'll begin the ab routine. Like I said, I have a timer on my wrist. So 30 seconds for this. This is a V shape. You go out, up, back, up, back. We're tilting the weight back and forth. Good. Next one is on your back with your legs up. Lifting. So kind of perpendicular with your legs and lifting your butt off. Straight into the sky. Just get that butt up. Great. The next one is a sit-up. You'll be extending your arms into the air. You'll see how this goes. Good. Now I set the weight aside. This next one takes a lot of core strength, so you might not be able to do it the first time. But you're basically on the side butt and you're doing crunches, but sort of on your side. I'll show from the left side. You're going to do it both sides. Here we go. They're quite hard. Now go over to the other side. In my case, it's going to be my right side. Begin. They're very hard, and don't feel bad if you can't do them. I look like a fish struggling for air on dry land the first time I did them. The next one is taking the weight, passing them through your legs like this. You make it harder by having your legs out or not resting them. I tend to rest my heels in between. This is another hard one. Here we go. Whew. Good. Next one, you're going to have your legs up in the air and you get a pulse. Good. Now, you stretch one leg out. In this case, I'm stretching my left one. Have the right leg bent. You're going to do a similar exercise. You're going to lift the leg and pulse. Begin. So these are all a variety of crunches. Okay, switch legs. So the right leg is extended, left leg bent. Begin. Good. The next one's done standing. It's side bends with the weight. I'm not going to adjust the camera. You're just going to see my legs. But basically, you're using the weight as resistance. Begin. And bending. So I'm bending to my left, lifting the weight, holding it in my right hand. So obviously the right side is getting more work. This is the only part where I disappear from the screen. Okay, switch. Left side. One of the really nice things about this set of exercises I'm showing you is it can be done basically in a space, what's this, about 3 feet across, and the length just long enough so that you can stretch out with your arms above your head. So, for me that might be 8 feet. Okay, good. So I've done this in small hotel rooms and things like that. The next one is a kind of crunch. You're lifting both legs this way. Good. Next one's a sit-up, similar to the previous one, except this time you're doing bends to the side. Here we go. You'll see. Tip over to one side with the weight. Good. The next one is similar to the previous one in that you're bringing your legs up, but this time you're alternating them. You'll see. Like this. Left, right. And the way to make this a little harder is to not rest the leg that's extended on the floor. Let's keep it up. But if that's too hard, go ahead and rest in between. Good. The next one is lifting your butt up, so you're creating a incline, and you're going to be lifting your leg and meeting it like this. Great. Next one is you're going to begin with the weight up here and your legs perpendicular, and then you'll see what I do with it. All right. Begin. So extend one leg up, other leg up. Just alternating the legs and giving yourself a chance to drop the weight, lift that up as well, giving yourself a little bit of a workout. Not heavy, but some. Great. And then we end with one that's not particularly easy. You're going to be bent in a V like this. Obviously, it gets harder the lower the V, and easier the more you come up like this. And you're going to shake your arms like this. So go. This is the last one, so you want to try to finish strong. Good. Ooh. Now I adjust my timer to 40 seconds because that's going to be the intervals for the stretching. But then we got to do push-ups again. Again, I do 30. You do whatever you can do. Great. A little stretch. Good. So the first stretch, these are all 40 seconds. First step is a lunge. So I begin with my right leg extended. Begin. I think the total time with the abs is about 8.5 minutes. I tried to count one time. And I think with the stretching, it's a little over 9 minutes. And then you throw in the push-ups at beginning and middle and end. And it seems to add up to about 20 minutes if you're able to go straight through. Great. And now you're going to lean back on that right leg and do a hamstring stretch like this. It's really quite beautiful here. This is Dania Beach, Florida. About 70 degrees today. The sun is just coming up, as you can see in the video. Right, and now a pigeon stretch. Some of you may know that, but basically it's having your leg like this, stretching out. Great. So same thing, but we're going to do it on the left side. So you begin with your left leg extended in the lunge position. And stretch. About 2 years ago, it was still in the middle of the pandemic, and I was still doing my weights and running, so I was definitely getting my exercise in, but I wanted something compact that could be done indoors because it was winter, and I'd always been terrible about both stretching and ab work, and wanted to figure it out. Good. So lean back. You're doing the hamstring stretch. Begin. The stretches have been very helpful, and actually the ab work has too, and really strengthened my core. And of course your abs hold everything both in and sort of together. Great. Now the pigeon stretch. Good. Now the next one, seated cross-legged, but the legs are flat on the ground, but you want to have one leg in front of the other. And then what you want to do, remember to do, is keep your butt on the floor. Keep yourself, your position, keep that on the base. And then what you're going to do is stretch forward. Begin. And that's why you want to keep your butt on the floor, because otherwise you're not really getting the full benefit of the stretch. Good. Switch legs. So now the other leg is now in front and keeping your butt on the floor, as I said before. Do the same stretch again. Good. The next one is a wide leg stretch, kind of like this. But I personally find, and you can do it that way, but I personally find I can work with it better and give myself a better stretch by stretching out like this. Good, and this is going to be the same stretch, except that now that you've stretched it a little bit, try to deepen it. So maybe move your legs a little bit further apart and try to lean in a little bit more. So you're just trying to get a little bit more out of this stretch. Good. The next one is sort of a modified hurdler stretch. So you have your one leg bent. I'm going to have my right leg extended, have the other one tucked in. And then you're just going to lean into the stretch. Good. So, as you can imagine, switch legs. So the other leg, whatever, alternate your legs. So the other one comes into your groin, and you're going to stretch the other leg. Again. Good. And then we're going to end with right and left splits, although I can't really do a full split, but I go out with my right. I'm getting deeper and deeper on this. It's a good stretch to end with. Good. So we're going to switch legs. I'm not going to start my timer. All right. Begin. Good. And as promised, we're going to end with another set of push-ups. Again, I do 30. Do as many as you want or as little as you want. Modify them. You know, go on your knees. Whatever works for you. Here we go. Oh boy. Stretch it out a little bit. Great. And when I was recently teaching my daughters how to do this, I said now is the time when you can congratulate yourself on being so awesome and then share that awesomeness with everybody in the world. I hope you like this. It works out really, really well. It's challenging as if you've just done it, you know that it's challenging. It's short, get it done in 20 minutes. I tend to do it in the mornings every day. I do it when I'm traveling. I manage to do it even if I have early appointments and things like that. And then if you miss it in the morning, you can always find time later in the day to do it. It's just not that much. So let me know what you think. Put some comments on the YouTube video or send me a note. I'll leave some contact information in there, send it through YouTube. And enjoy, get fit. Okay, bye.